Thank you, Chairman Williams, Dr. Newman, other members of the board, good evening to you. Also, good evening to everyone that has gathered here with us tonight. We are very excited to share some spotlights and announcements with you this evening. We are very fortunate to have several tonight, so please bear with us. I'm really excited about these. We will start off tonight with George C. Round Elementary. For the second year in a row, the Round Elementary School First Lego League team qualified for the State Lego League competition held earlier this month at James Madison University. Mr. Andrew Wilson, principal at Round, and his Lego League coaches are here tonight, and their students, to tell us a little bit about the team's accomplishment. Mr. Wilson.
Good evening. I just want to say how incredibly humbled and proud I am to be here to represent Round in our first Lego League team. I don't think folks realize just how much time and effort the students and our fabulous coaches, Ms. Cariciello and Ms. Willis, have put into reaching this milestone, reaching this goal. And I've watched the work that they put in, and it's just incredible. So I just want to say how proud I am, and I want to turn it over to Ms. Cariciello and Ms. Willis to describe the experience a little and talk a little bit more about their achievement.
Thank you for having us tonight. I'm Mrs. Cariciello, the Science STEM coach at Round, and it is absolutely so exciting that we made it to states for the second year in a row. This past year, the theme was Into Orbit. So for those of you that aren't familiar with First Lego League, there's a few components involved. Number one, the students have to do a research project where they have to look at something that already exists or invent something new. We have to focus on core values, which pretty much talks about all the STEM elements and getting them to work as a team, and then they have to learn to program the robot and have it complete missions on the table. So the theme was Into Orbit, and our team voted and chose on investigating how astronauts sleep in space. So it was great. We had so much support from the community. They found an existing mask that was developed for astronauts already. We contacted the maker of the mask, who was so beyond thrilled that students were interested in it. He sent us a free mask. He put us in contact with the engineer out of Canada that designed the mask so that he could directly talk to our students on the improvements they wanted to make. So the other thing that judges said along the way is they couldn't believe how the students each brought a different value, their own personal, what word am I looking for?
Each one had their own role on the team, and they worked cohesively. They very much exhibited teamwork throughout the process. It was just really awesome to be a part of, and watching these kids grow over the last few months while we've been working on it.
And when the judges asked them what each of them brought to the table, they were so quick to tell what the other did, and they were so happy. Like, one was humor, one just made everybody laugh when we were stressed, and one was diligent, and no matter what, was sure that we accomplished what we needed to. So we are thrilled to have them here. They wore their medals that they received at the state level tonight. So
we have 6 out of our 7. One is not here this evening.
You want to go ahead?
So we have Shane McCusker. So these are all 4th graders, by the way. So our team, we each year get a new crop of students, so to speak. So it is pretty impressive that we were able to make it 2 years in a row with a new team each time.
Right, because we compete against 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. So that was pretty impressive that we by far look like the youngest one at States.
And we've got Michael Gross. We've got Alex Micah. And we've got, we have Rosie, Diana, and Nikki.
We're going to join you for pictures, but in a moment, I just recognized Mayor Parrish and Vice Mayor Bass both here, so thank you both for coming. Thank you for being supportive of education. And in fact, we're going to take a picture with them, so if you guys want to be in the picture, Vice Mayor Bass, Mayor Parrish, feel free to join us.
I'd like to recognize the students' parents as well. It's not only a commitment for our students and our fabulous coaches, but their parents as well. So thank you.
All right, everybody look this way. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's see everybody. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Congratulations, guys. Okay. Per Virginia state requirements, students new to the district and those in grades kindergarten, 3rd grade, 7th grade, and 10th grade are to have vision and hearing screenings scheduled within the first 60 days of school. To accomplish this task, the Manassas City Public Schools nurses rely upon partnerships with the Manassas Host Lions Club, as well as numerous parent and community volunteers. Volunteers provide help with performing the screenings and keeping the process organized and running smoothly. The Lions Club provides digital photo screeners and audiometers, as well as volunteers trained to use the equipment. Parents of students who do not pass the screenings receive notification and a recommendation to see a healthcare provider for further evaluation. This year, with the help of community partners, school nurses provided screenings to more than 2,024 students. More than 350 students received a recommendation to seek an examination by either a vision or hearing professional. The school nurses, Elizabeth Bolts, Mary Burns, Kathy Gray, Lisa McLaren, Leslie Punzi, Marissa Reagan, Jessica Robinson, Kelly Schessler, Sherry Steinler, and Suzanne Reniger, our supervisor of nursing, who are all here tonight. I'm going to ask you all to just come on down. I know you didn't want to. It's okay. Come on. We love our school nurses. I told our school nurses rock. I wanted them to come up front. That's right. They want to give a special thank you to the parents and community members for their help with screenings and support of the Health Services Program. A special thank you also goes to the Manassas Host Lions Club for providing many hands to help and use the state-of-the-art equipment. So Lion Club members that are here tonight are John Beer, if you would all come forward as I call your name, Tom Pitt, Cheryl Bass, and Jim Short. I would like to note that Mr. Beer and Mr. Pitt also served as the Lions Club project leaders and worked at every screening. Early and periodic vision and hearing screenings are an important part of a child's health care. Undiagnosed vision or hearing problems may adversely affect a child's social development and academic success. To underscore the importance of hearing and vision screenings, Carter Kamprowski, a Round Elementary student, is here with his parents to share his story about vision screening. Carter?
Mr. Chairman, council members, Mr. Chairman, school board members, and friends. My name is Carter Kamprowski, and I would like to say thank you to the Manassas Host Lions Club for coming to our school and doing vision screens. I didn't realize I couldn't see well until they came and gave me a test. Miss McLaren, our school nurse, called my parents and after the same day I picked out these blue glasses, and school has gotten better since then. The Lions Club's members are kind people who volunteer to visit all of the schools in our city to help kids like me. Did you know they also help with hearing tests and help train guide dogs? They do so much for our city that I think you should let them be in a parade or something. They even asked me to come speak at one of their meetings. They gave me this pen, and made me an honorable Junior Lions Club member. My teacher, Ms. Batchelor, told me that my whole world was going to open up with these blue glasses, and she was right. My grades have improved, and more importantly, so has my golf game. Thank you for all of your time.
Isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh, he's wonderful. Actually, Carter, I want you to come over and your parents. You all come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Thank you all so much for all that you've done for our students. We really, really appreciate it. So we're going to have to kind of like come together down here, shift around just a little bit. You know, working with a little limited space. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's good. You can see everybody. That's good. I can see everyone. Dr. Newman, make sure. Okay, that's good. All right. Oops, sorry. Okay, here we go. Everybody look this way. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. As you know, we often like to showcase the many great programs our schools offer. Tonight, we have 2 student-led groups from Osbourn High School that will give us some insight as to how they support their peers. So first, Ms. Tricia Callahan and members of the Osbourn High School Eagle Writing Center will share information about a recent activity the group participated in.
Hi.
You can just click here.
Perfect. Hi, so I'm Mrs. Tricia Callahan, the director of the Eagle Writing Center. Last month, we had the pleasure of going to the Secondary School Writing Centers Association Conference in Arlington, Virginia. You can see a cute little group picture of many of the students who are able to attend. This is our 4th year being open at Osbourn High School. We started out with only 11 tutors, and we are up to 58 tutors this year. Let me just scooch down. We also, for the first time last year, had 2 students present, so they went through the proposal process of researching and presenting the proposals, and this past month, we had 9 students present. So we were constantly growing as far as the students working in this professional environment. And just a little bit about the conference, as I am a board member for the organization itself, as I love writing centers. We had 59 different attending schools, middle schools, high schools, as well as colleges, as far as tutors. We had over 480 attendees, which is almost matching the International Writing Center Association's conference size, and we were able to take 32 OHS students to the conference itself. So at this point in time, I do want to have them speak more than I speak because they're the voices of the center. I just facilitate all of the things. I'm going to go ahead and let you hear from Christine Tan, who was one of the presenters at the SSWCA conference.
Okay, hi. Like she said, my name is Christine. This is my second year at tutoring at the Eagle Writing Center, and this is my second year attending the Writing Center conference. And this year I had the pleasure to be one of the presenters along with my partner Erica Campos. This year, during a presentation, which was about promoting writing centers, we were talking about how we were promoting our writing center with various strategies to create a bigger image for our writing center. And as we were going through the different strategies, we were asking students from different writing centers from different areas of the United States and how they promoted at their writing center. And so as I was listening to their ideas, I noticed how everyone was going through very similar stages of promoting and different obstacles of what that they faced. So for an example, languages was one of the big issues. So here at Manassas, we have one of our major languages is Spanish. So as at Osbourn, we translated our posters and announcements and other messages from English to Spanish. Although I know that the U.S. is very diverse, I wasn't sure of how many high schools recognize that language is very important to reach out to other students. For an example, I don't remember what the high school was, but they said that they also did the same thing, but instead of Spanish, they translated their messages and announcements and posters from English to Arabic. And this was very eye-opening to me, and this made me very fond over of how students around the United States are very close. Although we live in different regions and come from very different backgrounds, we all go through the same process as tutors. So I really enjoyed this writing center. I really hope to attend more in the future as I move on to college, and I hope more people will attend these conferences in the future.
Hello, my name is Josh Hart, and this year is my first year as an Eagle Writing Center tutor. And I want to talk about one of the first tutoring sessions I had. This was with one of my really good friends. I've known him since we were really little. We were on the same soccer team when we were little. But he came to me with a college essay. And it wasn't just any college essay. It was one that was very important to him. It was one of the college essays he was writing for Caltech, which is his dream school. And you have to understand, my friend Zach, he is a brilliant kid. He's #1 in our class, and he puts in so much effort to everything, but he has always struggled with writing. And it's just, all of his ideas are there, but they just need to be structured, and they need to flow. So he came during lunch one day, and we sat down, and we only had about 20 minutes to hammer it out. So we didn't make too much progress, but then I was like, all right, Zach, just come over afterwards, back to my house afterwards. We'll open a bag of Cheetos, and we'll just go to town on this essay. So that's what we did, and after an hour or so of hard work, we finished with a very polished essay, and something he was proud to submit. And 3 days ago, Zach told me that he got accepted into Caltech. And that's his win, but it makes me feel good about the work that the Writing Center does, helping kids achieve their dreams and move on to bigger and better stages in life. And right now, the Eagle Writing Center, it's in Osbourn. Right now, we're trying to reach out to the middle school, but at this conference, I learned a bunch of techniques of how we can reach out into the community. And right now, we're laying the groundwork for years to come where we're going to be reaching out to middle schools, maybe even elementary schools. And hopefully one day, well, right now we're building the groundwork, and one day we can reach this into the community, people who are out of school, people who need help with resumes, any type of writing, new English speakers, because no matter what job you're in, you need to learn how to communicate well. And that's what the Eagle Writing Center does. It teaches students, everyone who needs help, they come in here and we help them polish out a better paper, and we help them learn something from it. And that's what this conference taught me a lot. And under the great direction of Ms. Callahan, I know this program is going to go way farther when all the seniors leave. But Monica's next.
Hi, I'm Monica Alarcon. I'm a first-year tutor at Osbourn High School. Luckily, I was able to go to the SSWCA conference this year. I was able to meet different tutors from all around the country, like Texas and New Hampshire. They brought like very amazing tutoring strategies that I was able to kind of snowball effect onto the Eagle Writing Center. They were extremely beneficial to me, and I also learned how to advertise my own center because I'm part of the social media committee here at the Eagle Writing Center. Leon can actually tell you more about what we did here at the Eagle Writing Center.
Hello, I'm Leon Sunga. So some of the tips that we have learned are creating a long advertisement video, utilizing color and font size to appeal to viewers, and posting daily in hopes that these efforts will engage more students to come into our writing center. As social media promotional chair, my team and I have created a commercial informing students how to sign up for an appointment, actively promote our upcoming events such as the Lounge 7.0 UBU happening this Saturday night at 7:30 in the Fine Arts Commons, and adjust our advertisement posts to be more eye-catching. So, as an attendee of various leadership conferences, because I am also an SCA, I am so grateful for the chance to attend SSWCA because it taught me a lot about advertisement skills, which I can apply to the Eagle Writing Center. So, also don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to keep updated with all of our endeavors.
And thank you again for all of your support. In addition, we use the grant money from the Manassas City Public School Education Foundation. So thanks again for listening to our story and everything that we've been doing over the past month for the Eagle Writing Center. Thanks, guys. Awesome. All right, thank you.
All right, our next spotlight introduces a student leadership group that was recently established at Osbourn High School. The Calas and their advisor, Ms. Yasleen Flores-Noret, are here tonight to explain their purpose and plans for young women at Osbourn.
Good evening, members of the Manassas City Public Schools Board and all in attendance. Like she said, I'm Yasmin Flores-Noret. I've been working for the division. This is my 12th year. It is such a pleasure to be here today to introduce the Calas group. These young women are remarkable and an inspiration to all. We have created this group with the goal of having a safe place for young Latinas to develop leadership and mentorship skills. Not only have they wanted to have a lasting impact at the secondary level, but at the elementary level as well. They're currently working as mentors and members of a variety of groups like SCA, Key Club, FBLA, CCN, Skills USA, Eagle Ambassador, and many sports. They want to be agents of change in our community, and their compromise shows.
Good evening to all. Thank you for taking time out of your day to listen to us as a group. We are Calas, a group of Hispanic young ladies who further want to represent Osbourn High School. We have a motto which reads, Creando líderes, cambiando vidas, and translates to creating leaders, changing lives. Our main goal is to empower and give a voice to young Latinas in our community. We also look forward to be an inspiration to younger lives. And now Fabiola is going to talk to you guys about our mission and vision. Thank you.
Hi, good evening to all. My name is Fabiola Medrano. I am a member of Calas. Our mission aims to promote leadership and community service by empowerment of self-advocacy of young Latinas, and our vision is for all Latinas girls to embrace their dual culture not only as Latinas but also as young Americans. And we want young Latinas to understand that their place in society as agents of change and how these changes can not only just influence in their culture, but also in themselves.
Good evening to everybody. Our Calas covenant is we will maintain a respectful attitude and behavior towards everybody in our group and our community. We will express our ideas freely and will be open-minded of the ideas of others. We will be role models to our community, and punctuality and attendance are crucial to us. No more than 3 unexcused absences will be tolerated.
Discussions in our group will be held in our group unless a member needs additional help. Decisions and agreements will be communicated to the group before making it official. No demonstration of disrespect, foul language will be tolerated. To offer a safe place for females communicate and express their feelings, no males will be members. Members of the Calas will hold a GPA average.
2.5.
Good evening, my name is Tanya Soto, and I will be discussing the topics that we will be speaking among our community and our conversations. The Latina academic experience. We will discuss the complexity and effects of learning. We will discuss the different backgrounds and challenges and experiences we have had in the healthy family and social relationship. What is your voice? Put that in mind. We will analyze different aspects of communication such as backgrounds, stereotypes, and ethnicities. We will give the students tools to advocate and for themselves and for others. Community involvement by empowering and guiding participants. They will be exposed to leadership opportunities to lead and to learn from. Having the tools after being more involved in the community could help them involve other people and to guide other people and with their personal experience. And we want to empower younger generation, younger girls, and to help them feel not scared, not afraid to have a voice, to speak what they feel, and not to be scared for being different. We want to speak about cultural topics, mostly maybe Latina topics, because some aren't being spoken. We want to spread awareness to young women, adults, ladies, basically that they shouldn't be scared for expressing themselves, for being a different gender. We want to empower more people to speak about the Latina culture, and we want to help them not be scared for where they come from, being different color, being different-minded. We want them to feel more open, and we've seen that some Latinas don't have that encouragement. That's why they don't keep going in high school, and we need them to be more encouraged and not to feel alone. This could help it get better too. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Perla. Some of the community activities we would like to do to raise cultural awareness are including including a Spanish word of the day and a quote, and including the Pledge of Allegiance in Spanish. We would also like to incorporate community talks targeting the Latina population at various division schools. We would also like to visit shelters, soup kitchens, and any other community activities. We would also like to organize activities in our school that would raise cultural awareness.
Hi, my name is Jocelyn. A few of the fundraisers we plan on doing are food item sale, baking sale, game night, and sell flowers for Valentine's Day.
As part of the activities we are developing, we have been invited to Baldwin Elementary to start mentoring female students from 2nd and 3rd grades. In preparing for such an enormous task, our members have participated in several meetings that cover oral expression, body language, perception, assertiveness, empathy, and much more. We will continue to work towards discovering our voices, values, and our place in this always changing society. Thanks for allowing us to come and share our progress with all of you. Thank you.
Oh, yes. That's good. I see everybody, smiling faces. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Anybody? Okay. Thank you. I tell you, Mr. Grabowski is on it tonight. Oh, okay. So Mr. Grabowski, proud principal of Osbourn High School, is here tonight for a special presentation. Mr. Grabowski.
So before I go into what I was going to talk about, I do want to thank the young ladies. They came to see me a while ago very courageously. To me, walking in and out of the principal's office is not a big deal, but then I always remember I'm the principal. But I think for young people to come into a building and ask to do something to make a difference, it says a lot about them. So that's why I said we'll support you and give you everything that we can do to get behind you, but you got to come share it with the public. So that's why they were here tonight. So I'm glad that they did that. I get tagged sometimes as the fine arts principal. I try to make sure I'm everywhere, but tonight I'm going to embrace that because we are here simply to say thank you to the school board. There has been numerous investments in the fine arts program in Manassas City that have gone through and through the school board and your support, not only monetarily, but your support by showing up for different events, whether it's a play, a musical, or a choir concert, what have you. It speaks a lot, and it sends a huge message to our students. I'm somebody that was changed by the fine arts. As I worked through high school and then got to college, I was privileged enough to attend a conservatory and didn't have a whole lot of money. So when I got out and had my master's degree, one thing I really wanted to do was start a piano studio. So I was going to take out this loan for a piano. And my father said, well, the piano you grew up on, it just sits in the corner of the house and nobody really does anything with it, so why don't you just take it? So I did, and lo and behold, what he was giving me was a baby grand concert grand piano. So I was fortunate enough to have somebody give something to me when I needed it. And we had a need this past year where some of our groups go out, but they need to be accompanied by a piano. You can't always take, whether it's the choir or a group of musicians, and perform if you don't have a piano. And we were fortunate enough that the money was found, and I'm not going to get into specifics, but I didn't pay for it, so it came from all of you. But I'm here to say thank you. It's being used a lot already. And as a thank you to all of you, I brought a few musicians along. Two of them, they didn't have a choice because they're my daughters, but and their friend Emily A. is with them, but Madeline and Abigail are also here. Usually Abigail plays the violin, but I don't know if she got bored or what happened, but she picked up the cello, so she's learning to play the cello. And Emily plays viola, and Madeline, of course, plays violin, and all three of them are with the American Youth Orchestra. And we just have a short piece for you tonight. We were playing some Christmas carols before as you walked in, and we've got one of my favorites, Still, Still, Still. So we're going to play that for you as a way of musicians saying thank you to all of you.
Amazing. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. All right. You want to join us over here for a quick photo? Thank you. Thank you, ladies, for sharing your gift with us.
Yeah, it's mostly you girls. He's just along for the ride.
It's beautiful. Okay. Oop. Okay, scoot in just a little bit. Yep, that's good. All right. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3. We'll get one more. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Our final recognitions for tonight, the Virginia School Boards Association, or VSBA, held its annual convention November 14th through the 18th in Williamsburg. MCPS was very well represented as Osbourn's Center Stage Choir performed at the opening session. Our own board member, Scott Albrecht, was honored by VSBA for serving as the association's president for the past year. Additionally, the VSBA recognized Manassas City Public Schools for 2 awards during the convention. The division was one of 3 to receive first place in the Green Schools Challenge, a friendly competition designed to encourage implementation of specific environmental policies and practical actions that reduce the carbon emissions generated by both the local school division and the broader community. In addition, MCPS was one of 28 school divisions recognized as being a certified green school division by implementing new actions and adopting new policies that earn the division's green points. MCPS was also one of 6 school divisions in the state to be recognized by VACORP for excellence in risk management in the property casualty category. VACORP provides coverage and risk management services to school divisions, public entities, and related organizations across the Commonwealth of Virginia. Dr. Lee Brannon, the school specialist for VACORP, said it is an honor to recognize school divisions that are excelling in risk management and are truly putting a focus on strong safety, injury prevention, and property protection practices. It is VACORP's hope that school divisions across the Commonwealth will learn from the award recipients regarding the best practices in risk management so that proactive practices can be emulated across the state of Virginia. So Mr. Andy Hawkins, Executive Director of Finance and Operations, is here tonight to accept both awards on behalf of the Support Services Division and the school system. I hope of them. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. This concludes our recognitions for tonight. Thank you.